Main event, Marty. You stand on trial. I need that rabbit's foot, Marty. Marty, this is your last chance. I need that rabbit's foot. Or I'll kill. I will kill Dave.
But
I will kill Dave.
But I gave it to you.
I kill
swear.
Dave. I will kill Dave.
But I did it. What if you didn't?
7.
You know this is bad, Philip Seymour Hoffman.
8. Ka-ding! I just shot Dave's foot.
Oh, fucking shit! God damn it!
Stay with
How
me.
could you do this?
Stay with me. 7.
Oh, you didn't. It was a ruse.
4.
Fuck. Philip Seymour Hoffman, you're bad, and you shouldn't.
Dun, 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 dun. Welcome to Mission Impossible 3, folks. It's a sponsor cast today. We're not sponsored, of course, but WWE was.
Now, Tom Cruise sent me a letter saying he loves the podcast.
He also said, please join us.
Fucking Blitmore or whatever is giving me thetans live.
Oh, hell yeah, dude. We're going to send you a fucking letter. Yeah. You're a suppressor. And I don't think you believe in it, man. Marty.
Oh, man.
This is going to be the one of 2 recordings today involving a bunch of Scientologists. It'd be like that.
Yeah, me, Dave, Tom Cruise.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Jason Lee. Yeah, sounds about right. And now we're going to start off. What's the lore behind this movie? Like, what was it so hot about Mission Impossible that we needed a 3rd fucking movie in 10 years? Does anybody know? Anybody? Because so we got
great pod already, everyone.
Well, yeah. We're impossibly fighting this mission.
I hope everybody's ready for to just be a vocal stim on this network for the next 4 years.
So the first movie, directed by Brian De Palma, the dude who did Scarface and Carrie and Blowout, decided, Mission Impossible, this is awesome. It was pretty good. Not reviewed well. Made a shit ton of money. $80 million budget, $457 million box office.
A guy got impaled in an elevator shaft.
That was Emilio Estevez.
Fuck, when I was like 12.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Shit was awesome. And then, this movie, I'm not going to go into everything, but they bring up the mask bit so much. It's all over the movie. Ethan has the masks. He just will transform into people. Everybody turns on Ethan. Nobody likes Ethan. He's just the bad guy, right? Just kidding. He's also the good guy. Everybody likes Ethan. Everybody loves Ethan. Just kidding. Who knows who's going to turn on him? John Voight turned on him 3 times. That was his mentor.
No.
And Editor Ty, throw up John Voight in the John Voight mask. Thank you. That's him in the corner. That's him in the spotlight. He's losing the fight.
Man.
And that's the end of the movie. We go to Aruba, and we just kind of fuck off. Mission Impossible 2 happens. It has nothing to do with the first movie. We're at 4 years later. We're in 2000. John Woo is directing it. This movie fucking rocked. It's the worst reviewed movie. None of these freaks watched it. I showed them a couple clips before we started. They got a budget. John Woo got $125 million in 2000. He made that shit back. $550 million. Oh my god. All slow-mos. All fucking the most insane action sequences. Ethan Hunt can fucking fight now. He can fight. Dean Ambrose is in there. Dean Ambrose tried his best with all the mask shenanigans from the first one. He learned. He watched the first movie. He knew that Ethan loves to go into a fulcrum and could just plot against that. He just knows all this shit. These guys keep taking off masks. They know each other's stuff. Ethan kicks a fucking gun out of the sand and falls backwards like he's playing Stranglehold. Gets the kill. And then you got to forget about that because that doesn't matter. Because now we're in Mission Impossible 3, another standalone sequel which starts the franchise for like that just ended last year in 2025. I don't understand the appeal.
You're fucking stupid. This movie rocks. This shit rocks.
I mean, like, to just keep changing, like, nothing matters about watching the first two movies. They're all
that's
different.
how it used to be. That's how movies should be. I don't need 900 pages of lore to watch a movie.
You don't want the Mission Impossible verse?
I know we have it, but it doesn't matter. You can figure it out. Fast and Furious has too much lore.
Yeah.
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 Well, you didn't watch the third one? Oops. Sorry, they're important in the 8th one. And
John Wick has way too much lore. When we watch John Wick and I say those movies aren't that good and everybody gets mad at me, stay tuned.
Oh, God. That's going to be a... Oh, no. I'm going to have you on with Pete, and he's going to kill you.
That's fine.
So...
I'll say Adidas tracksuits look stupid and he'll kill himself.
This movie was apparently, like, very hard to make. Like, this third one. Because they just kept getting, like, who the fuck's going to direct this shit anymore? And now they got J.J. Abrams. Apparently, after binge-watching the first 2 seasons of Alias, said, yeah, I got this. This is a quote from him. He watched Alias and said, yeah, I can make something like that.
This is my favorite J.J. Abrams movie, then.
Oh, that's good. Can you rank them?
Yeah.
Can you rank them? Do you know
Well,
what
it's
the worst
this
one is?
and the 2 Star Wars movies he made. So
this would be number 1. Number 2 would be Force Awakens, I'm guessing.
Whichever one 7 is, yeah.
Yeah, okay. That makes sense. So we got all these new characters. Every freaking movie except for Ving Rhames. We have all new cast. We got Simon Pegg. He's apparently going to be a main character from now on. Philip Seymour Hoffman, who honestly is probably one of the best parts of this movie.
Yeah, no shit. It's Philip Seymour Hoffman.
He was awesome. And it sucks that he wasn't like... Well, I'm not getting into spoilers.
Live?
We'll talk... Yes, that... And we'll get into it later. I'll go into that bit later. Because I don't want to spoil the movie. Even though they did a fucking cold open, which I did not like. I did not care for seeing the whole 10 seconds. He's going to kill him. And it's like... That happens like an hour 45 into the movie.
Dude, it happens so late into the movie.
I'm waiting.
This is how like spy movies and a lot of mystery stuff works. This is like... That's just the genre.
It just took forever to get here. Like,
well, yeah, that's the point. Look, it's okay to not like it. I'm just saying this is what happens.
Yeah, because like the other two movies, tonally very different. Everything is totally different. This one, J.J. Abrams loves to make a big spectacle, so everything has got to be very big, very in the open, and you cannot see it. And I don't know. I did not like this one compared to the other two. I felt like there was some good stuff, but I did not like this one. There's a lot of good parts and a lot of character parts.
Cool. Yeah, that's cool. They blow up Philip Seymour Hoffman in a Lamborghini. So
no,
shut the fuck up.
Well, come on, man. But yeah, this movie's so good. It's all action. You don't know anything.
Once the Mission Impossible, the Impossible Mission, once that theme song plays through ad nauseum, get to learn all the actors. Ethan Hunt's out of it. He just wants to settle down. He's with his new girl, because this is his second wife, according to this movie, in these movie franchises. I'm not forgetting. You can't make me forget. You can't put a bomb in my head. So he's got this girl. She know nothing. She know nothing.
She know nothing. He know nothing.
He gets a phone.
Cruise sees
Martin just turned to a robot. Touchdown. Martin turned to a robot, and then touchdown appears.
He sound fine.
Yeah, Tom
Not her
Cruise see
feeling
the
nice.
wife, he go,
Touchdown!
keep everything in.
So he gets a phone call and he's like, "Did you get the ice?" And he's like, "Huh?" He goes, "What? What does that
Huh?
mean?" And then he goes up to his future, or what was it, his fiance, and goes, "Hey, Julia, I gotta go pick up a bag of ice. I'm sorry, babe. And he goes up to 7-Eleven. He's hanging
Well,
out.
no, we need to establish something,
Yeah.
which is that Tom Cruise has Asperger's. Because he's at a family party to celebrate the engagement or whatever, and he's in a different room watching his wife talk to, like, her friends or whatever, and he's reading their
Yep.
lips, and she can't remember something. And so he just comes in from 2 rooms over. He's like, "Oh yeah, this lake. This is where we met." And she's like, "Oh, all right." And then all of her friends look at
Okay.
her like, "What the fuck is wrong with your husband?"
How'd he hear us?
And this just establishes Tom Cruise being very hyper fixated and excited about things. And she doesn't know he's a secret agent or whatever, so he's just some business guy. And then he's like, "I can read lips perfectly. And you were talking about this." The friend's like, "Okay, man, I hear you.
Sweet. And then
I will continue the lore later." But
he
Yeah.
fucking got Billy Crudup in the 7-Eleven, and he's like, "Hey, man,
he's like, "I'm Marco Rubio."
I'm Marco Rubio, and I got a job for you." Just kidding. I'm just being a little he shush. We're not supposed to know about anything. Hey, you should take pictures at this party. Enjoy your marriage, you fucking freak. And he's like, "Oh, thanks, man." And so he goes home. He takes the camera with him, looks at it, and he's like, "Oh, here's my mission. Here's this really bad trafficker." They didn't really explain what he was trafficking. He's just trafficking stuff. And he's really deadly. He's really bad. And we have to go rescue one of these people that they sent in there.
Agent Ferris.
Yeah, Agent Ferris, yeah.
Agent Ferris.
And it just explodes in his face. And he's like, "Ah! I don't want that to happen to me. Stop that." So he gets his crack team of new people. You got, what a fucking name. I just looked this up. I swear I watched this movie. Did not realize his name was Declan Gormley.
Yeah, it's Declan
Oh.
Gormley. Also, he's like, he lies to his wife and is like, "Hey, man, I have to go to Houston for a meeting. I'll be back in 2 days."
Yeah, that's true. And she's like, "That's
Yeah.
such short notice."
She gets so upset about him having to go on a meeting 2 days.
Because this seems to happen, like, all the time.
Yeah,
at some point
right?
comes up, he's like a trainer or whatever of secret agents, but this assumedly just happens all the time, and she thinks he's just John Business.
He was not supposed to be
Yeah.
here today.
So I looked it up, and his like civilian job is that he is an engineer. He's like a civil engineer.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
like he's like a transport engineer, because that's why I said he has to go to a transpo convention. So does she just think he's constantly leaving to go look at trains or something? And
I
then
think
Yeah.
so.
it's just
Well,
like-
okay, I mean, you see Tom Cruise act in this movie, and it makes sense that he'd be really into trains.
you know, I like what I'm hearing.
Tom Cruise knows what he's doing.
Oh,
Yeah, so then he pulls up at the airport, riding a motorcycle with no helmet. Come on, Tom Cruise.
he does all the stunts.
And we meet Declan Gormley.
Declan Gormley, played by Jonathan Rhys Meyers. And then you got fucking what's her name in the movie? Zhen Li, played by Maggie
Yeah,
Q.
Touchdown!
Thank you, Maggie.
I was gonna
Yeah.
play that when we get to the party, but yes.
Yeah. Oh, go crazy.
And then there's Luther,
Luther. All right, so
your
yeah.
designated
Brains.
large black guy in action movie
So
that's here to be
Yeah.
like, damn.
this has been the only character that has gone from movie to movie. He's been in the first and the second. He was the biggest sweetheart. Tom Cruise trusted the Noctilus in him. He didn't trust anybody else but Ving Rhames' character, Luther. And Luther's like, "Really, me? Thank you." And then the second movie, he's like, "You're my boy. I would die for you. You're like my best friend, and like, I love you, man." And then this movie, he's like, "You're getting married? For real? You're getting engaged?" Ugh.
Well, he's like, buddy, look at the shit we do.
Ugh. But he's being so catty about it. He's not being cool about it. He's just like, "Really? You're getting engaged. I just want you to be
Yeah, 'cause he
back
wa-
with me.
Yeah, because he wants to fuck Tom Cruise. Luther is based.
We get it. But he don't have to be a bitch about it. He was so nice in the other ones. Now he just wants to fuck Tom Cruise. And they have so many fucking scenes in this movie of them just bitching at each other. And then he finally apologizes later. But like, come on, Luther. Luther rocks though, still. Thank you, Luther.
Yeah, Luther's based.
So they finally break in the fucking train set zone. He knew better. He knew where to go.
So, like, okay. So they set up an entire field of, like, sentry guns and intel and stuff around this base with a mobile operations in the back of, like, a U-Haul.
Yeah,
And-
Luther's the mobile ops comms guy.
But just no one ever caught on to them setting up an entire infrastructural field around their fucking...
It's an abandoned factory in Berlin. Come on.
That's
This
crazy.
shit's-
It's so fucked up. So
You're mad about realism in a movie called Mission Impossible?
yes, I will be mad about it. Just like Tom Cruise being mad before the movie came out, and he's like, South Park made fun of me. I'm not gonna do the movie. I'm not gonna do the publicity circles until they apologize. Never mind.
So, yes, Luther has set up his little truck that has all the spy heat cameras, equipment. He's also the comms guy. Also, he runs the 450 cal sentry guns that are just set up in the yard.
Yeah, they're like
This is-
anti-material rounds. Like, they're crazy.
Yeah, this is all done off camera. It's just, we just get to Germany, and it's like, yeah, this is the thing.
Yeah,
Jen's
like,
in the basement welding some shit. Declan Gormley has the extraction chopper that they also have.
Yep.
Ethan's like, I got 3 minutes. Well, he sees Agent Ferris, who's in the building, just knocked out in a chair with a big man in there. This whole time, Luther's still like, Ethan, dog, why you getting married, dog? Come on. As
on,
the mission is
dog.
going.
This mission is impossible, dog. We
Yeah,
can't
he's like,
do
all
this."
right, 3 minutes. And then they just start, the big ass guns light this building the fuck up.
Oh,
Crazy.
well, also, the whole time, Ethan Hunt's been going through, he's been putting, like, thermal detonators
Yes.
all over the building, like Star Wars. And, it starts kicking off. He's like, 3 minutes. And then you just see Ving Rhames, Luther, just, like, slapping big red buttons in the chair and just looking around intensely. This was the most, like, Star Wars episode, like, you know what's happening scene I've maybe ever seen in another movie. Because he's just he's slapping buttons and looking around while turrets are just shooting everything.
Yeah, he's playing whack-a-mole with them. And then all the people, Jen cuts the power. Everybody in the guard's like, what the fuck? We had a long scene of beating up putties.
Yep.
Ethan finds Agent Ferris like, hey man, I gotta wake you up, dog. And then he just stabs her in the heart with adrenaline, and she's like, alright. Jen tries to steal computers for intel, but a dying man hits has the martyrdom
Yeah.
perk. Yeah. Computer blows up. Luther's like, alright, I'm out of here. And he takes the spy truck. I don't know if he took the big ass guns or not. Who cares? And Ferris like, Ethan, turn off your transmitter. I have a secret. And he's like, yeah, man, I hear you. And then they get shot at. He says, here's a gun. Jen jumps out a window with the blown up computer. Slow-mo, etc. The whole fight scene happens. And then Ethan and Agent Ferris, who keeps being like, hey, dog, for real, though. And Ethan's like, nah, man, it's fine, I hear you. And they jump 5 floors down to the truck. Ethan throws with Star Wars mine at a gas pipe, blows the building up.
Was that the Jango Fett one that blew up that fucking planet? Wow.
Yeah, dude. Well,
Yeah.
he like arms it and then like sidearm throws it through the window, and because it's got the strongest magnet of all time, it like
Arcs around.
the guys, stings to the gas pipe, and then he's like, Luther, hit it. The entire building explodes from this grenade.
we now cut to the chopper where they've escaped clean. The Jen puts a mine on the truck to blow that up to get rid of all
No, not
evidence
my
that
U-Haul
the
truck.
IMF has been there. And Ferris is like, "For real, dog. My head hurts, dog. I got shit in my brain." And they're like, "Yeah, man. I continue to
The
hear
worms! The worms!
you. The worms are back."
Ah!
But the enemy chopper is approached. The enemy gunship starts flying
Yeah,
at them
like
that I
an
guess these
Apache
guys
shows
have.
up to blow these guys away, which is
But it's okay because her
Cool.
head is beeping. But we have a wind farm that we're escaping through. Declan Gormley is driving this chopper through the wind farm, being chased by the gunship. Ethan grabs a spy device and scans Ferris's head like, "Oh fuck, there's a mine in there." Set
That's
off some
crazy.
flares. Ethan's like, "Alright, I got it. I'm gonna short out this charge. Get the defibrillator that we have on this helicopter." Jen almost falls out of the helicopter for fun, but gets pulled back. That's not a thing at
she
all.
Hold on to the defibrillator. Great.
Yeah, we get flares are shot, and then Ethan, the defibrillator is almost ready, and H-Verse is like, "Hey, Ethan, thanks," and then just fucking dies,
Oh,
and everyone's like, "Damn."
the fucking defib took like 30 seconds. They're like, well, hold on,
Yeah.
we gotta charge the defib. I'm
Hold
like,
on.
what? Is that like a
There we
real
go.
thing?
Sort of, but and everyone goes, "Damn."
She got
And
her
then-
brain mushed.
Yeah.
A defibrillator pack typically charges within 3 to 10 seconds.
At 30 seconds, we're gonna have to
according
kill this woman.
According to this.
Yeah, and then Declan Gormley flies out of them, and the Apache chopper just hits a windmill blade, and they're dead.
Lucky.
Yeah.
And then we're back at Ethan's house.
Damn, that went bad. Oops. Haha.
Hi, Ethan.
Yeah, that was sick though.
Yeah, that was a cool scene.
Yeah, I mean it was all right. It was cool. I mean, when the flare gets shot, also, it's Luther hanging out the side of the helicopter
Yes.
with just a single flare gun, because that's all they have. They don't have actual like missile defeating systems on their Mission Impossible Mega American Black Ops chopper for whatever reason.
No, it's all in the
but-
U-Haul truck that they blew up. They forgot.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, got it.
I thought he was just gonna try to solo the chopper with the pistol, but that happens later.
Yeah. Yes. True.
So, I'm not sure which one happened next. Did he get the letter yet after that when he gets home, or does he go get married?
Let's see here. No, he gets yelled at by his boss.
Oh, yeah. They were like,
Oh,
how
yeah.
dare you go on this mission? You trained her. You trained her. How could you do that? You sent her
You
into a
want me
mission.
to
He's
lead
like, huh?
this? I have 3,900 words
Yeah.
on this.
Yeah, do it.
All right. Okay. I have the notes, people. I decide how it goes. But yeah, Ethan's home,
right.
and he's very sad because we don't know how... He knows Agent Ferris. We learned this later. But still, like, his homie died. And she was like, "Hey, man, how'd it go?" And he's like, "Man, I'm glad my wife is here. What if I died, though? That's crazy. Maybe Ving Rhames is right." And now we're at a debriefing, and it turns out Agent Ferris, her brain exploded remotely.
What?
And they're like, "Damn." And then his boss at secret government agency, the Impossible Mission Force, is Morpheus. And he's like, "Damn. This agent sucks shit, and you vouched for her. Also, you didn't take anyone alive. Also, you didn't scan her first, you stupid shit. Also, this op sucked, and so do you. Also, all those computers blowed up, and we can't recover it. You suck shit."
He made a really good
And he's-
point. He said, hey,
Yeah.
you know that bomb in her brain could have killed you all. What were you thinking?
Yeah.
So he's right about all of it. This is Agent Brassel, who appears to be Marco Rubio's boss.
Yeah, he's
But Marco
Morpheus.
Rubio's like, "Hey, man, come on, dude." Moore's like, "Shut the fuck up, Nepo baby.
Yeah.
I don't care who your dad is." Also, this Davian guy you're going out supplies every terrorist that's ever existed. North Korea, jihadists, Iran, or whatever, because it's 2006. And he's invisible. Now,
Very
anyway,
weird.
I gotta go lie to Agent Ferris's parents that she got hit by a truck.
Yeah, and then we cut to the funeral.
Yeah.
Oh my god! And Tom Cruise is hiding in the funeral. He's like, can't be
He's
spotted.
so sad.
I love this woman. Maybe I don't know. We don't explain it.
No, this is where we explain it. Because
Okay.
this is where we get the flashback to Ethan training her.
Thank you for
And he's
explaining
like,
it.
hey, you're the first one I've recommended for active field duty.
Yep. Yeah, and then it fades out of her just saying, "Am I ready?" And the voice echoes into his mind as he comes back into the funeral, being lowered into the ground. And you're like, damn.
Yeah, Agent Brassel is right about everything.
It's true.
And Ethan's just like, fuck.
Yeah.
And then at the funeral, I think, he gets a call from a post office employee who's like,
Yes.
hey,
Yeah, you Mr. Kelvin? We have your mail here.
Yeah, Lindsay sent
Like,
it to you.
it's like, oh,
Huh.
okay, sick. And it's a postcard from Berlin, but it's blank, and then he pulls off a stamp, and there's like a little BB in it. And now
Just a
he's meeting with
microdot.
Luther in a parking garage or something. I don't
microdot.
know. Luther's like, yeah, dog, it's a microdot. There's nothing here, though. And Ethan's like, yeah, but come on, it's got to be something. And Luther asks if him and Ferris were fucking for some reason.
He did not answer.
And he did
That's
not
why.
answer.
That's why I said they didn't explain it. That if they were together or not, who knows?
So,
Oops.
if anyone doesn't know, a microdot is basically like it's like a microfiche, usually a photo or something else containing information that is about 1 millimeter across that is placed on things. Where if you have like a powerful jeweler's loop or something similar to what Luther was doing, is how spies can seemingly innocuously transmit information, photos, etc. to people.
Yeah, we'll see if we can recover that.
Yeah, but it's blank or whatever.
It's blank.
And I don't know
can't
if
see.
it ever does it ever come back up.
Yeah.
What was-
No, they
Yeah.
recover it.
Okay.
It's crazy. It's like full video for like 3 minutes. They have 3 minutes of video.
Oh,
On that
that's
microdot.
right. Yeah, we'll get there. We'll get there.
So, what happened after? I just
Ethan hyperfixates about magnets for a second, and
Oh,
then
yeah.
he gets a call. He's like, "All right, we'll be right there." And now him and Luther are back in the IMF office, assumedly. And this is where we meet Simon Pegg,
yes,
my
yeah,
man
Yes,
Benji.
Benji.
Who's
Benji.
like, you guys fucked this drive up so bad. I still got some shit off it though. I should be promoted. Anyway, there's something called the Rabbit's Foot. It's
Mhm.
being sold in the Vatican for like $850 million.
the
and-
Vatican.
Ethan's like, yeah, but what is it? And Benny's
like-
like, so I have no idea, and there's literally no intel on any of it ever.
But it's
But once-
anti-God.
Yeah, but one time I had a professor who was like, we're gonna invent a crazy-ass bomb that can kill everybody, and it's called the Anti-God.
But I have no basis for that, and that's just a crazy thing I thought about.
Yeah, but we go with it for the rest of the movie.
Yeah.
I don't think
Is
they
this
ever
guy's
bring it back
insane
up.
professor who said some shit because he was on opium. So like, damn.
Damn, bro, that's crazy.
Yeah, anyway. Hey, don't tell anyone about this, Benji. I'm going to go rogue and do a treason, basically. And I
Yeah,
want
but-
Marco Rubio to have deniability if it gets
Yeah.
fucked.
And he's like, all right then, sweet.
Like,
Thanks, man.
what?
Oh, thanks, man. I'm
Hey,
gonna have a
whoa,
fucking
come on,
cheeky.
man.
I'm gonna have a
Hey,
cheeky
whoa.
point now.
Hey, whoa.
He has a pint, and then we find out that Julia is a professional organ thief at the hospital. And Ethan goes to the hospital to see her. It's like, hey, I have to go to TrainCon again for 2 days.
And she's really upset this time, for real.
Yeah, she's not fucking stupid, so she's like, what the fuck do you mean? Why do you have PTSD? And also, why are you constantly leaving with like 10 minutes of warning to go do business?
Yeah, she's like, I thought maybe you just needed more space or more time, but I don't know if this is working out. Like, what's going on? And then, yeah, no, go ahead.
Yeah, there's like a 30-second pause as Ethan's just standing there. It's like, all right, listen, trust me. And then they go get married by the hospital chaplain.
Yep.
Yeah.
And she has a panda ring they got in a gotcha machine or something.
It's kind of cute. It's kind of a cute scene.
Yeah. Yeah, dude. And I do like how when he's like, "Do you have the rings?" and they pull out some gachapon rings, the chaplain has a nice little smirk where he's like, "Ah ha ha."
These kids love each other.
Yeah. And that's a nice little scene. And then they fuck in the supply room of the hospital, assumedly big style.
Got to consummate
Yeah.
the marriage, big dog.
Which
Yeah, they
can't be
consummate
good.
their marriage in the supply room and contaminate literally everything in there.
Oh hell yeah!
Oh hell yeah!
That's what we call the rabbit's foot. Oh hell yeah!
So she goes from, are you some kind of, what the fuck do you do? Or do you hate me? Are you like, whatever, why do you leave all the time? Like, yeah, but here's a panda gotcha, let's get married. And then she goes,
Touchdown.
She goes, "We get to have sex for the first time in months," and he goes,
Touchdown.
"Actually, you know what? Here's the new lore, Ethan. I mean, you saw him at the Vatican. You saw how he was dressed up. Maybe he didn't want to have sex till marriage.
Ooh, because he's an upstanding, he's right with God or whatever.
He's a
you wanna put
he's a
it?
born again Catholic after what he was doing. He was a priest.
Oh.
You saw him looking at Editor show Tom Cruise in the priest outfit.
Padre.
That's real. That's real. Don't look up Tom Cruise's actual religious beliefs. That's real. He consummated that marriage on screen. He wanted to show everyone that he had sex, and he's not gay. Just saying.
he had sex with Michelle Monaghan.
Stuff. You
I'm
know what?
not
Hold
gay,
on.
I
Wait,
swear.
hold on.
Touchdown.
Yeah, we'll hit that button a few more times. The director was also feeling that way about her. But, so they just they ruin the supply room. There is nothing usable left in here. And now Ethan is briefing his team Ethan, who are still Declan, Gormley, Jen, and Luther. He's like, all right, we're going to the Vatican to steal the anti-god, Declan Gormley. And Luther's like, right, man, so it's the Vatican? So they got a big wall that's always being monitored by a camera? And Ethan's like, yeah, that, and also we have to grab this Davian guy secretly, or all his buyers are just gonna run away, and we should also, arrest them for America. Because they're also terrorists.
Bam, 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 bam. Bam, 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 bam.
America.
Yeah, then we... And now we're in Rome, and Declan, Gormley, and Ethan are in their DHL van, and they stop in the middle of the road and start yelling at each other and walk.
Oh, that's right.
And to sell the work of the van being broken, Declan Gormley puts a smoke grenade in the engine block.
It's like a little smoke machine thing or something they turn on. It's got a little green light.
Vini Vici.
plan.
Yeah, and then Ethan just runs away, shoots a camera with a turn it off machine,
Hey,
which happens a lot.
Sometimes you just have those.
he fast ropes up the wall and then lays next to the camera. Says Humpty Dumpty.
That was the most bizarre scene in the whole fucking movie. Why did he cut the fourth wall just to go Humpty Dumpty? What? What?
And then then using his spy camera takes a photo from the CCTV's perspective, quick prints it, puts the print in front of it, and then turns it back on so that they aren't suspicious of anything and have just a picture of the. Also, that camera was in the worst angle of all time. I don't know what it was supposed to be looking at, but
Yeah, there's no barbed wire on top of the Vatican wall or guards or anything.
well, no, that'd be gauche.
Yeah, also Humpty Dumpty is a code word to get Declan to Gormley to be like, oh, the car's fixed, everybody, and he leaves.
Oh, I thought he was telling me Humpty Dumpty, like me.
No, it's a code word.
Yeah,
Because
he
then
put 'em on the
Declan's
wall.
like, all right,
Well, he
turns the
activated me.
smoke grenade off.
Yeah.
He's like, wobbity boobity, and then he drives away.
Primo.
Ethan rappels down into the Vatican and changes into priest outfit.
Oh, hell yeah. Praise the Lord. Ooh.
Starts
I
wandering
do
into.
like that
Go ahead.
as he's turning into his priest outfit, he like rips off his jumpsuit, and then the grapple hook fast rope he has then pulls it back up the wall behind him to leave no trace that he was ever. So now
Yes.
there's just secret agent gear on top of one of the Vatican walls forever.
They'll bring a chopper in to get it. I don't know. Whatever.
It was
Yeah,
very
fun
good.
going, though.
Yeah, the fucking clothes just slinging back. Stupid
Like,
fucking bit. I love that shit.
So much in this movie I'm learning, because again, I haven't seen any of the previous Mission Impossibles, is they don't give a fuck. They're
No.
just doing stuff that is cool, and they're like, yeah, you're here for some cool slop, and we're making.
It is
Yeah.
so bizarre how different these movies are. Like, I'm watching 3 different spy flicks in 3 different spy subgenres. It's
This is
so
like
bizarre.
a 2-hour movie, and it was '06. This is before all movies were this long.
True.
So this is Tom Cruise's art. So Tom Cruise, Ethan, is now priest wandering around. We cut to the river where Luther has the little fan machine you hold underwater to make you go forward.
Mhm.
And he's got a big ass backpack attached to him. And then he cuts into a drain pipe. Declan Gormley is now also in the Vatican, and he's in tourist gimmick. Ethan enters the catacomb back areas. That's also the security area. Picks a lock to a server. And he has hashtag spy device hidden in his Bible that he's been carrying.
Oh my god. You can't put that in
And then-
there.
And then Declan Gormley uses his tourist camera that actually fires a tracer radar thing at a manhole. And Luther has a big ass camera he's using to detect something. Ethan in spy room messes with the camera. And then Declan Gormley runs into a different back room of whatever this place is, museum thing. And now he puts on security gimmick. And now Jen has a sports car.
Yup. She got a Lamborghini
she's like-
Gallardo.
Yeah. She's like, I'm going in. And now Ethan beats up with Luther in the catacombs, and they blow up a wall.
No one
And
hears
nobody
because
hears
she's
it, it's
revving the
fine, who
engine or
cares?
whatever. Yeah.
Rev the
Yeah,
engine.
it's fine. Yeah. And then Jen is at the gate of... Did they ever say what this was? It just looked like a museum fancy building of some fashion.
Yeah, they didn't explain where they
Nah,
were.
yeah.
This is just the Vatican City, so you just gotta think that it's,
Alright.
somewhere
Yeah.
important.
It's an invite only to whatever this building is, and Jen's at the gate, and WAP security guard is like, bobbity boobity, you can't come in, you're not on the list. And then
What?
security guard Declan Gormley is like, nah man, she's
right.
cool.
Bro, Declan Gormley out here, he's doing all the work, actually.
Pretty much.
These 3 teammates of Tom Cruise do so much in this movie compared to the other people in the other movies. It's crazy. Like, they're very important.
And then Jen gets out in backless orange dress with crazy cutouts.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my god.
It's
And
crazy.
she's just at some like fancy rich people party or whatever. She starts mingling to assumedly Davian is going to be here to sell the rabbit's foot to somebody.
Yes.
So she's up top, and now Declan Gormley is also in the catacombs. So we've got Luther, Ethan, and Declan Gormley in the catacombs of the Vatican doing whatever, and Jen's job is to like find Davian. And then he shows up, and he's got a big man and a woman with him. And Jen's like, alright, I got him. And she has a makeup mirror that she's pretending to put makeup on with, but actually it's a spy camera that takes pictures. And she emails them to the catacomb boys. And they use those pictures to make the Mission Impossible goop mask.
Dude, alright, so here's where we get the first explanation of how they make masks in this fucking franchise. They did a whole fucking 40-minute bit in the second one where they kept just taking off masks. The bad guy made a Tom Cruise mask in the second one. How did he know?
So, Ty informed me moments before we started this that this is the first time the masks are revealed as to how they work. I thought, because that's a bit, that's like a core tenet of Mission Impossible. I assumed in the first one, the mask is explained how they have a perfect man mask. But no?
No. This is the first time, like, 'cause like the whole bit of trying to get his speech patterns, I was like, that's so complicated. They didn't do that. Do you think they fucking did that to get Tom Cruise's voice, like the bad guy? No. Like, this is ridiculous. But
So she uploads various profile pictures to the Goop Mask server, and it starts 3D printing a Goop mask of Davian Philip Seymour Hoffman. And as this is happening, Luther and now Declan Gormley are like, Ethan, brother, we're married to the game. You can't do this. What's wrong with you? And then Declan Gormley leaves to go climb the bell tower.
oh yeah.
And Jen's like, hey, Philip Seymour Hoffman got a phone call and said they're here. And then she follows him and sees him pick up a briefcase that somebody left at some point behind like a plant thing. And Jen's like, hurry the fuck up, as Luther continues to yell at Ethan about having a normie wife.
Yeah, come on, man. You can't have a normie wife, man.
See, like, okay, yeah, that's like the problem with the bit, though. Like, he doesn't care too much about her. He just wants him for himself. That's what I hear.
I think they have more chemistry.
It's
I'm
true.
gonna be honest.
They
should be together.
Let's ship it. Please, next movie, Ghost Protocol. Let's make it happen.
So as Jen and Declan Gormley continue to do all the work, as Luther yells at Ethan, the Goop mask is finished 3D printing in the spy machine. And Ethan starts putting it on. Up top, Jen's like, well, I gotta delay Philip Seymour Hoffman somehow. And she just pretends to spill wine on him.
Oh, wow.
It's like, yeah, whatever, it's fine. I gotta go clean this.
I can't believe you got this on my custom suit I made myself in my dungeon. Really, lady? All right.
The woman that's with Owen Davian seems to be his handler and speaks apparently every language, because Jen starts speaking Cantonese, and she just translates instantly to him. And
top men, whatever.
So before Philip Seymour Hoffman goes into the bathroom, his large man has to inspect the bathroom, and so he pokes around. He's like, "All right, it's clear." And then large man leaves, and then Ethan breaks into the bathroom via a gigantic fucking vent that I guess comes from the catacombs. So now Ethan in the Owen Davian mask is in the bathroom, and Owen Davian comes in, lights up a cigarette in bathroom, looks at the mirror, and then Owen Davian sees Owen Davian in the Owen Davian mask behind him and is like, damn.
This is legit. You don't have to do this, where we just keep saying, put him in the fucking V mask, put him in the Gormley mask, put him in the fucking Davian mask.
Editor Ty, throw up Tom Cruise in the Owen Davian mask in the V mask, looking at Philip Seymour Hoffman in the Owen Davian mask. Thank you.
And he goes, that's not me. What?
It's like, oh, man. And then Owen Davian points a gun at Owen Davian's head. It's like, hey, read this business card, and it's some nursery rhyme. And we find out what's happening is they're using his voice to create a voice mask for Ethan, so he can sound like Philip Seymour Hoffman.
Yeah, again, first time explained. They just kind of did in the other ones. So it's like, what the fuck? He had him read the specific fucking line. He's like, what am I reading?
Yeah, so Owen Davian keeps going, what the fuck am I reading, man? As Owen Davian has a gun pointed at Owen Davian's head. Owen Davian's like, shut the fuck up. Just do it, you stupid bitch. Nobody goes into the bathroom in like several minutes he's doing this. And then he finishes it. And then Ethan just hits him in the neck with a tranq dart. So real Owen Davian is now knocked the fuck out. And Declan Gormley at some point arrives in the bathroom, and he is holding Owen Davian as Ethan Owen Davian is in the mirror because a large bodyguard man comes into the bathroom and sees Ethan Owen Davian just hanging out. It's like, hey man, you good? And then we get the cut to right behind the door that large man is in. Declan is holding real Owen Davian. And Luther's like, hey, 30 seconds till the voice mask works. So Ethan Owen Davian.
This is the second time!
Yeah, so Ethan Owen Davian has to cough for 30 seconds.
Yeah, like, honestly, insane.
Are you okay, sir?
So he's watching his boss die of tuberculosis for 30 seconds.
Are you okay, Philip?
Yeah, it's been very weird. And then the voice mask compiles, and Ethan in the Owen Davian mask is, yeah, I'm fine.
Get out.
Go away.
Get out. Get out.
And so Big Guy goes, as again, he's a foot from real Owen Davian, who's being held up by Declan Gormley. He's like, alright, sure, man, and leaves. And now Jen goes back to Ethan in the Owen Davian mask, because Ethan in the Owen Davian mask met up with bodyguard and handler of real Owen Davian. And Jen's like, hey man, let's go fuck, basically. And Ethan Owen Davian's like, yeah, it sounds cool.
Oh, hell yeah. I want. What am I going to do without my shirt on? You gonna touch me? And she goes,
yeah, she's like, I own it. My parents own a dry cleaning business because we have to be racist.
Well, you gotta be racist.
And so Ethan Owen Davian's like, hey guys, just go hang out. I'm gonna go fuck this weird lady. This is a normal thing I do.
And they're like, oh yeah.
They go,
yeah,
man, we hear you.
Yeah.
So now we hard cut to real Owen Davian being hauled up a pulley in a bell tower by Declan Gormley to just get him out of the way, I guess. I don't know if this is ever really explained. But real Owen Davian just in a bell tower now. The rest of Jen and Ethan Owen Davian pile into the Lamborghini. Jen drives over the manhole that was traced earlier by Declan Gormley. The bottom of the car opens out. They drop the briefcase with the rabbit's foot down to Luther, who is in the sewers. And then Ethan, Owen Davian, and Jen climb into the sewer. Jen blows the car up. And Declan Gormley is just here also, I guess. And we escape on boat with briefcase. We won.
Woo! We got the rabbit's foot. I think.
So, Owen Davian is just tied up in a bell tower or something. I don't know.
I need to get down from here. I'm scared of heights. This is really
But what's supposed to happen is that we're supposed to think that Owen Davian is dead because he was in this car that blowed up in the middle of a parking lot.
Bomb.
Also, Million's dead. This
Not
is a
my
busy
Lamborghini.
parking lot.
Oh.
Yeah, well, hey. It was controlled explosion. They're spies or whatever.
Maybe.
So, everybody's here. We have the rabbit's foot. We did it, everybody. We go back to IMF office. Marco Rubio goes up to Morpheus and says, hey man, we got the guy. They're coming back. And he's asked if Marco Rubio's asked if he knew about the op. He's like, yeah man, for sure. Because he wants credit for it.
Well, duh, it was me the whole time, duh.
So now, Owen Davian is not tied up in the bell tower. He's with them. I forgot.
Oh, thank God.
I don't know how he got there. I don't know why he was in the bell tower, but what the fuck ever.
Thank you for
Anyway,
getting me down.
yeah, so we're in the plane with Team Ethan. Owen Davian is strapped down in chair in plane. And Ethan's like, hey man, as far as anyone knows, you're dead. Owen Davian's like, hey, you're pretty good at this. But anyway,
this shit was one of the most awesome bits for a villain I've seen in quite some time in a movie. He does not give a fuck about what Ethan Hunt is saying, and he's just like, yeah, I will, I don't really care, I'll fucking kill you, dude, you're dead, your wife, do you have a wife? I'll fucking kill her. You're done.
Dude.
He's
I'm
so
gonna
good.
kill you in front of her like I killed your stupid other little friend.
Yeah, that was fun.
Yo, what's your name again? What's your name? And like
what's-
Ethan's
what's
like
your
trying to
name?
be like, hey man, like you got the rabbit's foot and stuff, and we got you, and you're going down. He's
I'm
like,
trying to
shut
threaten you.
Up. Shut up. This is how it's gonna go down. I'm like, oh hell yeah.
Yeah, oh, dude's like, yeah, man, I hear you. Anyway, everyone you know is fucking dead, and you're gonna watch.
I felt it. I was
Yeah,
like,
like-
shit.
Dude,
Yeah,
I
Philip
have my
Seymour
notes-
Hoffman is really good. Shocker.
Yeah, I have in my notes. Philip Seymour Hoffman is a great villain. Actually, like I didn't expect it.
He didn't need
He's
to
just
try
so
this
cold
hard.
and, like, yeah, he's just like, kill everyone.
Yeah, you're done.
It'll be great. It'll be cool. And then Ethan snaps.
He loses his shit, opens the Bombay door of this fucking plane, ties the chair up to like a rope he's holding, and just holds Davian out of the Bombay door by rope while screaming.
And Luther fucks
And Luther's
him.
like, man, come on.
Ethan. Like the whole time he doesn't know this guy's name, and so he's like trying to rage bait it out of Ethan, and he doesn't. He tries to like torture him, and Luther just gives it up right away. He's like, Ethan, come on, don't do it. So then like the bad guy's like, oh, your name's Ethan, cool.
And then so he's convinced to not kill Owen Davian, pulls him up, and Owen Davian just no sells that just happened. I was like, man, you got shit to worry about other than me, dude.
You thought
It's
it was
not
just
gonna
me?
go well for you.
Hmm.
He
You got a
goes,
guy named Gormley. Can you believe it? A guy named Gormley on your team. Like, that's a problem.
Marcus Gormley? That's
Marcus.
fucked, dude.
Oh wow.
Also, we do these when we review these. We do have the movie on in the background, and we got to the scene where I forgot we did not bring up. Why did Ethan Hunt have fucking red spray on him?
Because the
bathroom?
wine.
because the wine.
I know, but just of course he had red spray in his hand.
Oh, why did he have red spray like as an object? He's a spy. You never know when you need to put fake wine on your white suit. That's why he's in the Impossible Mission Force and you're not.
It's true.
Maybe.
He knows.
Or maybe he is.
He knows sometimes that this is important. I gotta have the red spray. And then others, when he gets captured, he's like, fuck, I don't have
It's
anything.
happened- He read mission reports where it went wrong and he needs it.
That was crazy.
Yes, important lore. He did have to spray his shirt so he looked like Owen Davian, also had all the same clothes, which I forgot to mention.
It's not you. It's just a fucking little bit. It's just so stupid.
No, it's important to bring up.
Yeah, his body shape and everything becomes the exact same, and he has the exact same
Oh,
clothes on, and he has a
how
spray
did
on
that
and
happen?
Tom
everything.
Cruise becomes doughy Owen Davian.
Yeah, like, dude. So they explain the mask, and then he has to read the specific, quick brown dog ass phrase to get his voice dialed in correctly with a voice transmodulator he has in his. But the rest of his body morphing to be like him is not explained, and so, like, obviously the conceit, right, is then they just have Philip Seymour Hoffman acting as Ethan as Owen Davian, but I don't know. It's such a crazy premise of a thing to just be like, yeah, this is a thing.
So that
Yeah,
reminds me
Just don't worry about it.
of the second movie. Like, I bring up that these guys just already knew their traits and stuff. But in the second one, when the bad guy was dressed up as Ethan Hunt, he was starting, like, you start to look at Tom Cruise, right? And he's acting to his girl. But you notice that Tom Cruise is actually acting, like, different. Like, he's got different facial expressions. And he looks angry and, like, irritated. And I'm like, that's not normal. And then he rips off the mask. I'm like, oh, shit! That's why he was acting weird. But every time in this movie, whenever they have the mask on, they're just that character.
Yeah.
He's just him.
So in the other ones, it's like not.
It was just the
that
second
way?
one. We got John Wooed.
Okay.
For sure.
All right.
Don't question him. Eder Ty, throw up John Woo with a halo over his head. That's the king right there.
Shout out John Woo in the Halo 3.
He John Wooed us. Yeah, just Halo 3. Throw it up, Ty. John Woo's Halo 3.
Throw up our Halo 3 Let's Play.
Throw Gears of War 1.
No. That's Patreon tier.
Yes.
All right, so yeah, Owen Davian just finished being held out of a airplane. Is like, yeah, you're fucked, buddy.
Yeah,
So
right
now
on
we
then.
land on the tarmac of wherever, and government goons are taking Owen Davian into a police van. Surely he won't escape. There's now a big caravan with Team Ethan, Owen Davian, and just a bunch of other government goons on a long ass bridge over the ocean
The Chesapeake
somewhere.
Bay Bridge, it says.
All right, Chesapeake Bay Bridge. They're on a big bridge over the ocean, and now is when Luther's like, "Oh, hey, they found the thing on the microdot.
Oh,
Check
sweet.
this out." And so Tom Cruise pulls up his spy phone, and it's a video of Agent Ferris. Like, "Hey, man, Morpheus is working with Owen Davian. I got set up." And they're like, "What? Damn." And then there's just
Immediate.
gunships that show up, and missiles just start blowing up the fucking convoy and the bridge, and hundreds of civilians that are also just on this bridge. Because it's not closed for this. There's just people around. I can't believe the CIA would work with terrorists. Can you guys?
No, they would never do
No.
such a thing, especially not in like the 90s, 2000s or whatever.
Yeah, 2006?
Never
Yeah, never.
So yeah, so to recap as we understand the general plot here. So Owen Davian, the Rabbit's Foot international terrorist guy, is working with like Ethan's boss, like the head guy, Brassel, or whatever, for whatever reason. And Agent Ferris found out about it. It's like, hey, I got set up because fucking Brassel was also tracing Davian's calls or whatever. And he like told him that I was gonna be here. Don't trust him. And then Ethan goes, damn, and then the bridge blows up. So now there's a drone that's flying over the bridge. We get choppers full of armed goons in, a fight outfit. And they just start opening small arms fire on Team Ethan and civilians and just mowing people
Yeah.
down.
but it's okay. It's probably fine.
Team Ethan's like, all right, we need to help all of these people that are just being shot by unknown entity, PMC or government or whatever. There's no logos on them. Ethan's like, I'm gonna go get Owen Davian, and he attempts to fight a helicopter with a pistol.
Oh yeah.
And he's like, damn, that doesn't work. And Luther's like, we got a G36 assault rifle in the truck.
Yup.
Ethan's like, fuck yeah, man. So he goes to get that. Goons rappel down from a chopper, put corrosive cum onto the van that has Davian in it. The van just starts melting. Radio chatter says, hey, there's an IMF agent in that truck. Blow it the hell up. And the drone blows up the truck, and we get the Ethan Hunt, Tom Cruise run.
Hell yeah.
And he gets the assault rifle, shoots down the drone, and the van has now been, the semen has corroded the van, and they extract Owen Davian, and Ethan just haplessly fires at the helicopter as Owen Davian mean mugs him. What did we think about this?
Just
I mean,
ridiculous
dude, him
shit.
shooting down like a predator drone with his small arms fire is also insane nonsense slop. Like, I mean, this is, like I said, this is a dude's rock ass movie. I was telling Tyler before this, not to break the third wall, Martin, as to why you're putting in work here, but I was like, Ty, I don't really know if I have a ton to actually say about the movie because it is just like a textureless dude's rock action film.
Oh,
So,
yeah,
like,
absolutely.
I'm like, I don't know how long our review's going to be. I don't have much input to say other than like, I mean, it is what it is, right? Every scene is punchy and exciting. If you don't think about it, then you're just going to clap and have a great time.
Yeah.
That's really where I'm at. So,
Oh, absolutely. Don't worry, we get a character move a moment in like a minute, and then another one like 3 pages down.
I just
yeah.
think the problem with this scene, it's just too much for the Mission Impossible shit. Like, it's just like you start to like disbelieve the action a little bit because Tom Cruise has to get the G36. He's in the car. He's upside down. There's a rocket coming. And he goes, "All right, so I'm gonna toss this out. I'm going to get out of the car. And because I know the trajectory of the rocket and explosion, I'm going to jump this way, and then I'm going to fly into the other car, absorb all the damage.
Okay, see, Ty says this, but he just showed us Mission Impossible 2, where two guys drive a motorcycle at each other, jump off,
But here's the
smash
difference.
their ribs together, the motorcycles fly off a ramp, explode into each other, and then later Tom Cruise kicks a fucking gun up out of the sand, dodges a bullet, and shoots a guy as he's falling.
Yeah, but he was John Wooed, so it's a little different.
Okay.
This one's J.J. Abrams, so, like, you got to have the big bridge scene. You got to see everything that's happening, all the big explosions.
Because he's big or whatever.
Also, the Predator drone, as it's being shot down, does fly into the support of a bridge and explode.
Yeah.
But it's fine.
Yeah,
So,
well, you know.
Millions dead.
He gets the G-36
Oh, and
and goes, I'm going to shoot down this helicopter, and then whiffs every single bullet as fucking Philip Seymour Hoffman just giggles at him because he knew he can't shoot.
True.
You know he can't shoot.
It's true,
So now
though. He just knew better.
So now Ethan's like, fuck. And he calls home to try to find Julia. And Julia's brother-in-law, Rick, who was briefly brought up
Bitch.
earlier, is like, hey man, I'm in your house,
It's fucking
dude.
Aaron Paul.
Julia's brother. Excuse me.
Yeah.
So it's Tom Cruise's brother-in-law, Rick. Like, yeah, she's not here, man. He's like, hey, did your friend find you? He's like, what are you talking about? And I'm like, yeah, some bruv guy showed up looking for you. And he was like, I don't know, man, maybe his wife knows him. She's at the hospital working. So Rick has accidentally sold out Julia to somebody. And Tom Cruise is like, God damn it, Rick.
Again, Rick.
So, yeah, poor Rick. He's just trying to smoke doinks.
What a weird,
So Ethan-
what a weird like casting for Aaron Paul. That's got to be his first fucking movie.
He has a line earlier and then this. And so now Ethan starts recklessly driving down the freeway in a car he now has from somewhere, trying to reach the hospital to find his wife, and now we get sexy shots of Julia taking a shower for some reason.
Yeah, no, he calls up. He goes, "Hey, is Julia working? I can't get a hold of her." She's like, "Oh, she went like downstairs somewhere." And then I'm like, "Is this normal at a hospital? Like the nurses or doctors just go take a shower in the basement?"
Yeah, sometimes you're on like a long ass shift and like you sleep there or you're on call for a while.
Okay.
Like this isn't entirely out of the realm. Like you do work around blood and shit all day, right? So anyway, Julia's showering.
The phone is conveniently close by, but she goes, "Eh."
So we can't reach her. And then we cut to an insane looking guy. Big. He looks like fucking Boban Marjanovic. Editai, throw up this guy and throw up Boban.
And he looks like the what, Jaws from the Bond movies mixture together. Yeah, I could say
This
that.
is supreme weird looking goon guy. And he's here at the hospital in an EMS form. And he goes up to Julia and he's like, hey man, I need to find a patient. And also Julia has wet hair and extremely tight sweater on. She's like, yeah, I don't know. She's like, yeah, I'll do my best. Then this guy just like grabs her arm and puts a device bead on it. And she looks at it like,
Device?
yeah, a little like, damn. And then she passes out.
Why didn't they do that all movie? They could have just went up to Ethan Hunt and just said, "Hey Ethan, here's a little dot," and he goes, "Huh?
So Julia has been taken out by the device. And now Ethan runs into the hospital. He's like, where's Julia? The insane-looking EMS guy is pushing a covered
Oh, that's
gurney out of
crazy.
the hospital that has Julia. Tom Cruise runs right by it, starts berating everybody. Nobody knows where she is. He then runs back out into the parking lot, is almost killed by a car. And then Philip Seymour Hoffman calls him. He's like, give me the briefcase and the foot in 48 hours or I'll kill her. It starts now.
Look at your watch.
Ethan's
You got a
like-
nice watch."
Yeah,
Ethan's like, damn. And then government goons arrive to arrest Ethan Hunt. I can't believe the state has betrayed Ethan Hunt yet again.
Bro, come on. Also, I mean, we got We Are Family. My sister Sledge plays. It's very
Yes.
exciting. Everyone
Yes,
loves
as he escapes the hospital to distract security or whatever, he just jams. Oh no, that's later when
That's
he
later.
jams the comms. Anyway,
Ethan Hunt.
So-
You're in the wrong
the government-
facility, Dave.
You're right. It's the next facility. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
there's just-
I'm sorry, viewers. It's the next facility he escapes from.
Yes.
I'm
Yes, Ethan Hunt is being arrested for, like, again, going off board to do a thing and failing and, you know, like, treason stuff. Definitely getting people killed. So he's like, damn. And he tries to run away and then gets tased.
I just want.
And now he's brought in, is in the Silence of the Lambs chair in a metal room.
Yeah, they really tied this fucker up.
Well, they need to.
he's Ethan Hunt.
Spoilers, he still gets out of it. But, yeah, Brassel shows up and is like, hey, man, that shit you did was off the book and crazy. You're in confinement, buddy.
Okay.
And now Brassel's sounding very evil because, you know, he's in on it. Is like, yeah, look, I do everything I do for America, on God, for real. And then he leaves, and now Ethan is in a room with Marco Rubio.
Didn't he say
And Marco-
I bleed red for all the
Yeah.
stripes on the flag?
Yeah,
Yeah.
dude, I'll bleed red to keep the
That's
light on the
cr-
flag.
that's,
and you're
that's
like,
pretty
God
rad.
damn.
Thanks,
Yeah,
Cowboy Curtis. I
Yeah, and then
appreciate
Marco
that.
Rubio comes in and he knows thieves can't. That's pretty cool.
yeah. So Marco Rubio just starts like, dude, what the fuck? How could you do this to me? And then he turns away from, like, where they're being monitored. And he just starts moving his lips because, as established earlier, when Ethan had Asperger's and yelled about the lake at the party, as he was spying on his wife, he can read lips real good.
Yeah.
And so
I need to
he's
go to
like,
Wandang, China.
yeah, I know Brassel is bad. Here's an address in Shanghai. And then he slips Ethan a knife or, you know, some kind of gimmick. He's like, take him to the holding cell. So Ethan on gurney is pushed away, and now he's in the elevator. He pulls the knife out, beats everyone's ass, climbs out the elevator shaft. Brassel's like, get on the fucking guy. Ethan apparently can do a perfect impersonation of Lawrence Fishburne and is giving contradicting orders over the radio. Because also, the secret government radio line can be jammed by only one person that just keeps the talk line open. There is no other form of communication for the federal government in events like this. So he just has his hand on the talk button, and then he tapes it down and puts it in front of a boombox that's playing We Are Family, so they can't get him, and he escapes.
Another facility down. You can't keep this man held down at all.
And now we go from a facility to a room.
Uh-oh.
So Ethan in Pete outfit is at the airport, and he's like, "Hey man, I gotta go to Shanghai," but in accent.
Yeah,
And now
speaking
we're in
Czech.
And now we're in Shanghai.
What is
Ethan's on about.
That was like the most
What?
racist scene in the movie because he goes, yeah, I need to go to China. And then, like, she starts speaking in Chinese. She goes, I don't speak Japanese. Whatever. I don't speak it. I'm like, whoa! He literally said, I want to go to Shanghai. And she goes, I don't speak Japanese. But then she, like, stopped herself.
You gotta have some
I
racism.
was like, whoa! 2006, you've done it once again.
So now we're in Shanghai immediately. Ethan's not on a no-fly list or anything or whatever.
Shout out to Emerald.
Well,
Ni
I guess
hao.
he has like every different kind. Ni hao. Every time I throw up Emerald saying ni hao. Anyway. Ethan's on a balcony, and he's looking at this really shitty-looking apartment block. He's like, that's it. That's the one. And so he goes to apartment 1406, like Marco Rubio told him to do. And he makes a lockpick out of wires or some shit. I don't know. The door was locked. He gets in. And it just looks like a normal apartment room. So he just starts looking for spy shit, assumedly, or whatever. Then someone knocks and the door opens. He grabs a knife off the counter and just runs over to the door and holds it open to whoever's getting in. But it's okay. It's Luther and the rest of Team Ethan
Yay!
who are here. Hooray.
Those guys. Where's Declan
Al-
Grumbly?
Yeah,
Gormley.
Declan Gormley, Jen, and Luther are here. The boys are back in town.
I'm going to call you. Ethan, you have to get rid of Gormley. He freaks me out, man.
Fuck you, Philip Seymour Hoffman.
All right.
So now we start getting into how we're going to get the rabbit's foot, which is in a lab here. Also, it's a bioweapon. We know this now, I guess. Question mark?
Question mark. Because it says biohazard on it, right? Like it's a whole thing. Just for you to know, I did a quick Google on if we missed something, and no, it's not explained until like Dead Reckoning, which is like 1 or 2 movies from now. So it's
Sick.
fine. Yep.
Yeah, so there's like, yeah, it's in a bio lab or whatever. It's on the 56th floor of this building. This lab is protected by a PMC. Also, the staff of this PMC is former People Liberations Army. Also, we have no contact or pull with them, so fuck. Also, access is by private elevator that can only be activated from inside. Also, there's 24/7 surveillance. So good fucking luck.
But
And
I
then
got the
Ethan-
fulcrum.
And then Ethan looks outside, and he just starts doing math and asking for building heights as his special interest. And then he just starts writing a bunch of equations on the window on just this glass. And he's like, yeah, man, get me a fulcrum and a rope, and I can just swing from one building to another, and then I can jump out the lab with a parachute, and I'll get the foot and also tag it. And I'm gonna go back to Owen Daving with the location, and I'll give Marco Rubio the tag info, so they'll just raid it. So Owen Daving will have the fucking shit bomb, but then the U.S. Army will get him and the buyer. Everybody's like,
I
Tom
hear ya.
Cruise, this building is too short to jump off with the parachute. And he's like, no, it's fine.
No, I got it. I can tank it. So
Yeah. Well, no, first, excuse me. First, he has to crash out and say, I've got 2 hours before my wife dies. This is the only thing we
Hey.
can do.
Hey, Ethan.
yeah, well,
Hey,
yeah.
Ethan. I heard you guys are going to Fulcrum, and I think that's really cool. Can I join you guys?
No.
Hey guys, fulcrum.
Oh, remember you got
I-
24 hours. You got or maybe 15 minutes. I don't remember.
So I was watching this on Amazon, and I had moved the mouse while the scene was happening, and it popped up, and it was like, popular filming error. They're talking about a fulcrum, but what they're actually using is known as a pendulum.
Yeah, I thought that was the case, but
It's just,
The only reason they did that is because in the second movie, again, the bad guy goes, Ethan loves to dive down on a fulcrum, so we got to get him from below. And so they called that out as like, this guy, all he does is just swinging from the top. All he does, every movie, he's done it.
so in every movie, he's used a quote unquote fulcrum to swing around, so they just had to keep it going. Is
Yeah,
that
yes.
so? So Tom Cruise just likes the verbiage.
Yeah, he wants it
Yeah.
to sound cool.
Okay.
so Ethan crashes out and they're like, all right, I guess this is the plan. So now we cut, and Ethan is on the roof of a building with tied to a thing, his pendulum fulcrum. Luther's like, you got 18 minutes. Go do it. On a different roof, Jen has her spy a baseball pitching machine that she has set up and just starts firing baseballs thousands of feet across the street onto another roof of where this lab is to MGS distract the guards there. So they're just being pelted with baseballs. I'm like, damn, that's crazy. And so now we get Tom Cruise run into pendulum swing off roof. Ethan feels just like the Spidered Man, and then smashes his back on a pointed roof and starts sliding down it thousands of feet above the street. Tases 2 guys as he's sliding down, and then grabs the edge and barely avoids death. Team Ethan are just in vans like, I wonder if he's dead. And then Jen's like looking down or something, and Declan is like, what are you doing? She's like, yeah, man. So my cat used to run away a lot, so I'd pray to like cat Jesus to bring him back.
And he goes,
So
"Can
I'm
you teach
doing
me-
that."
Can you teach me it? I want to know.
And this has no relevance to anything else that happens in the rest of this movie.
Yeah. Well, hey.
Please teach
So
me.
they pray
how we do it.
to cat Jesus, and then Ethan just radios in like, I got it, and he jumps out a window. So just off screen, Ethan Hunt has grabbed this fucking thing, escaped the lab, whatever.
Sweet.
So he jumps out a window with like it's a little glass container with a biohazard sticker on it. So he jumps out of the window and he's way too low and the wind picks up, so at top speed holding container, he crashes through a glass window, lands on a table. There's a guy eating like his food that's looking at him in this building like, "Huh, that's crazy." And then his parachute gets picked up by wind. Tom Cruise flies back out the window. Parachute gets caught on a pole, but it tears well enough and slow enough to stop. And he's just dangling above the street, cuts himself loose. And a big semi-truck, to try to not hit now this quirked up white boy that's in the middle of the road hanging from a pole, slams on the brakes, spins out, millions dead as it just crashes. He drops the rabbit's foot into traffic. Team Ethan are also peeling out and almost kill him and get into multiple crashes for fun, but he gets the foot back.
Sweet.
So I just realized another one will happen at the end of the movie. Cars being in streets causing collisions or whatever is kind of a focal point of this movie and how all of the action happened.
Well, yes.
Ethan has almost died by car like 3 times.
Do you think that there are comedians having coffee in one of these cars?
I hope one of the comedians having coffee got caught behind the giant semi-truck that caused a 900 car pile-up and killed hundreds of people.
Why is there so much traffic on the bridge? Oh, God. 40 explosions.
Oh, God.
This is a bad day. R.I.P. Jerry Seinfeld.
Yeah.
R.I.P. He's dead. They killed him. Mission Impossible 3 killed him? I didn't really know this back lore until now. Don't let me die on this hill.
Alright, so...
Dave, you can't set me up for bit and then back out. I'm going to beat Dave up.
I'll be honest, I started eating a piece of Little Caesars pizza.
That's
so
it, Dave. I'm in the beginning of the movie. I'm going to have to shoot you
no!
in the head again.
No!
10.
But Ty,
we don't know.
Close to becoming back at the beginning of the movie.
I do not care. You're dead. Oh, you're dead. And I killed the real Dave this time. So what's next, Marty? What do we got next? I'm excited.
Okay, so to recap, in like a 3-minute sequence, Ethan Hunt jumped off a fucking building, pendulum swung onto a roof, slid down, tased a bunch of guys, off screen, broke into a lab and stole a bunch of stuff, jumped out of a window, almost died 9 times, millions dead, but he's Team Ethan has the rabbit's foot.
But hold on. There's an important thing if we're doing the recap. When they're setting up for the job, about to do it, well, right before they set off the baseball gun or whatever to confuse people, he looks at Luther and he goes, "Luther, glad you came." He's like, "It's my job." So I just wrote down that it's Luther's job is to come. Is that anything?
Yes.
Is it true?
No, that's true.
Right,
you know, a touchdown.
All right.
Touchdown. Yeah.
I was gonna bring it up at the end, but if we're doing the recap here, I mean, that's Luther's job is to come. That's why he's here.
His job is to come with Ethan.
That's why he doesn't want Ethan to get married.
True.
Oh shit!
You're gonna make me come by myself, Ethan? Are you for real?
Come by myself.
So we have like 20 minutes left of this movie now, maybe.
Sure.
So
the longest 20 minutes.
All right. So Team Ethan is in car in Shanghai, and they're trying to call Philip Seymour Hoffman and be like, "I have the thing," so he doesn't kill Ethan's wife. But they don't have reception in Shanghai. There's no cell phone signal. So they're like, "Fuck, just drive somewhere, I guess." But evil car men appear in cars.
No.
And are chasing them.
Security.
Jen gets shot. Yeah, Ethan hangs out of the passenger side of his best friend's ride and tries to holler at people, by which I mean he shoots out the wheels of car of Bad Man. And millions more dead as this car rolls over, explodes, and causes another giant pile-up. And with 5 seconds remaining, Ethan finds the 1 bar of cell signal that Verizon has in Shanghai. And he's like, alright, I got it. And Philip Seymour Hoffman's like, meet me at a train yard. And
You
then
had
Ethan
1 second left. Did you realize that?
Ethan's like, yeah, man, I hear you. And then he calls Marco Rubio and puts a tag on the fucking foot. And he says, hey, man, if you don't hear from me in 8 hours, send the army to wherever this is.
8 hours is so long for a world-ending bioweapon, by the way.
Yeah,
but,
absolutely.
hey.
8 hours, please. We'll get it done.
So, and now we cut back to office. And Brassel comes in and asks Marco Rubio, like, hey, why did you send a squad out to East Asia? And Marco Rubio says, yeah, man, Arab terrorist guy was there. It's crazy. Brassel goes, yeah, man, I hear you.
I need to see the file on that. Give me the file on that,
like-
please.
He's like, yeah, I got you. And then we're back to Ethan, who has left Team Ethan to go to the train yard alone as Davian requested. And a stretch white limo pulls up in this abandoned train yard. It's being driven by the weird guy who took Julia. And he's like, hey, drink that fucking thing. And Ethan looks at a shot glass with a little vial potion in it. And he goes, Herm. But then he's reminded of the time he fucked his hot wife. And he drank it. And then he wakes up in the torture room. And we're back at the beginning of the movie film, basically. We made it.
Yay! Oh no, now I'm in the chair.
Dave, hey, Dave, remember when I said that I was going to kill you?
No, please.
Marty, I swear to God, you ever tell me where the rabbit's foot is? I know you know.
No,
I know you know. Please tell me.
Yeah, we'll get to it.
Huh?
And so, they pull out the mind syringe and just shoot it into Ethan's nose.
Ah!
So
Ah!
he's got the bomb in his head now. The worms are back.
Ah, the worms!
Quick cut to a tarmac in America or whatever. Team Ethan piles out of a plane, and Brassel here with armed goons. He's like, "Come on, man," because he's evil, right? He's evil. He's in with Davian.
It's true.
And so now we're back to the beginning of the film, and Philip Seymour Hoffman has been let down on a bit by Dave one too many times. And he gets to 10, and we pull the gun. And we see Julia Dave dead in a chair.
No.
And then he just goes into the back. But wait. Marco Rubio is here. What?
It was me!
No. Marco Rubio comes in. He says, hey, we had to make sure this was legit, I guess. I don't entirely follow this, but whatever. And then he goes over to dead Julia, but wait a minute.
Dead Dave. It was actually
take-
Emerald the whole time.
He took the goop mask off.
Fucking Emerald's dead.
Emerald died.
Oh, no.
Wait, and then he takes the goop mask off of Emerald. No, it was Davian's translator that got shot.
Oh, my God. Why there's so many masks?
So, Owen Davian's dead translator was Julia who got shot. And then Marco Rubio says, hey, I talked Philip Seymour Hoffman and not killing Julia and using this lady instead. And he goes, hey, Tom Cruise, what did Ferris's message say? Did she really buy that she got set up by Brassel? It was me the whole time. It was me, Austin.
Well,
I got
damn
too lost in the sauce. Also, I'm racist. And, against, like, Arabs. And so here's my plan, right? So I'm going to use Davian to get info on other bad men, because he's a warlord of the sea now. And also, here's what's going to happen. We're going to give Owen Davian the rabbit's foot. He's going to hand it over to a Middle Eastern country. And we're going to go in, bomb it, and make it a democracy. He literally says this.
All right.
Tom Cruise really hit us over the head with this Iraq war allegory in 2006.
Yeah, well, you know.
So the plan, such as I understand it, is they let Owen Davian be a terrorist to find other terrorists. Also, he wants to have plausible, like, a casus belli to go bomb and invade and take over some Middle Eastern country if he sells them a bioweapon.
Yeah, sure,
Is
man.
Marco Rubio's plan. So he thinks, yeah, man, I am hearing you. Can you, like, prove my wife is alive, though? Can you call her? Marco Rubio says, yeah, man, sure.
Yeah, I got you, dog.
So he calls her up, and then Ethan asks Julia where they met, and it was the lake at the beginning of movie film where he saw her with the
No.
Asperger's vision. Not
No.
remember, but she remembered this time. So Tom Cruise says that's definitely her, and then he just bites Marco Rubio, kicks the shit out of him, breaks his cuffs off, escapes, takes Marco Rubio's phone, and he calls up Benji, and he's like, "Hey, dog,
Yes.
trace the last call made from this phone." And Benji's like,
All
"Dog,
right then.
you're number one on the wanted list, dog. I don't know, dog." Who's like, "Come on, please." Benji goes, "All right, fine." And Tom Cruise sneaks out, and Benji's like, "All right, yeah, it's also the phone call also came from Shanghai. It's in a building 1 mile northeast," and he directs him with Fed MapQuest. As there's a Tom Cruise run through the streets, as people are baffled by this quirked up white boy on the streets of Shanghai. And he gets there. And now Tom Cruise is in a building that I think eventually I understood to be like an urgent care or medical school or something, but the front of it looks like an opium den or disused restaurant. I don't know. Either way, there's just like 6 old Chinese guys smoking at a table, gambling in it. And they
Okay.
just point at a door. And he goes over to it.
This movie is
So-
fucking wild.
Yeah, I'm just stopping real because it was anything to say, but like we're about
It's
at
just-
the end. I'm
it's-
just gonna talk for like 5 straight minutes here.
It's just
until
a
the end of
lot.
the movie.
Yeah. I mean, the one bad thing about this movie that like really kills it for me is how good Philip Seymour Hoffman is, because he's not the main villain.
The U.S. government is always the real
It's
villain.
just-
Well,
it
yeah,
just-
always.
It just like it puts a little like damper on it, because like, oh, this insane invisible dealer is just he's just in with the one guy. So okay.
Well, I think he was cool before that. Then they
Yeah.
made a plan.
Oh, okay, but still, I mean,
I think.
I don't know. Well, I mean, it makes sense, I guess, because they were like, the one guy hated him a lot, and the other guy's like, oh yeah, that sucks that we can't find him ever. Hee hee. Ricky Rubio,
Ricky Rubio.
Marco's brother.
Yeah. So now Ethan is in the back of this huge whatever the fuck this place is, sneaking around. But then he comically knocks over a cart of loud objects and plates and stuff that all shatter. Goons that are also in this building get the MGS exclamation point over their head.
Yeah.
And he just deals with them for the most part. And we find real Julia, who is tied up in a chair in a super tight, low-cut shirt.
Touchdown.
So he's dealing with them, or whatever. But then Ethan's head starts hurting because of head bomb.
The worms. The worms.
Turn on your detonator.
The worms are back. And then Philip Seymour Hoffman, furious at all of his bits dying before, comes over. It's
Dave.
like, I activated the charge,
Oh.
Ethan. I remember how I said I was going to kill her in front of you. Well, actually, I'm going to kill her in front of you or whatever. I don't remember what I said. And just beats the shit out of Tom Cruise for 4 minutes. It's like, you got 4 minutes. Kicks the fuck out of him.
Dude, the slowest bomb.
Yeah.
by the
Well, he's
way.
enjoying this as Ethan is his head hurty. And so he just leaves the corpse of Ethan on the floor, goes to grab a loaded gun, and turns his back on Ethan Hunt, which you should never do. Because then he just shoves Owen Davian through a window and beats the shit out of him while having a migraine. The white boys spill out onto the street, and then Owen Davian is on top of Tom Cruise, but then a passing truck comes by and just smushes the fuck out of him.
That was a weird scene too, because like, yeah, so like when he falls out, Tom Cruise or Ethan Hunt's on top of Davian, and he goes, "Oh fuck!" and then he flips him on top of him, and he's like, "Huh? Why would you do that?" Oh shit! And then they like cut. Then they cut, and then there's the fucking alleyways like full of cars. I'm like, where the fuck did that car come from? And leave? Where'd he go?
Don't. You're asking too many questions.
Where
So you
did
just get
Philip
Philip
go?
Seymour Hoffman looking up, huh? And then
Huh.
you see the fender of a car, and then we just cut to Tom Cruise breaking Julia out, and this car's in the alley, and people are like, huh? So which sounds like, like a thing where, oh, the guy didn't die. He actually did die. This did kill him.
He's
He got
dead
hit
now.
by a car. The
Smush.
car bit has paid off. So now he's breaking Julia out, and she's like, all right, for real, dude. I'm in fucking China right now. I got kidnapped by a weird guy. You beat the hell out of that man. You have a bomb in your head. What the fuck are we doing here? He's like, yeah, man, I hear you. He makes out with her. He's like, yeah, but we need to get out.
We have no time.
And now we're in like an old medical school, urgent care hospital. There's a lot of IVs here and like IV bags. I don't know. And so now Asperger's Tom Cruise just really hits his stride. Because he gives Julia the gun. He's explaining how it works, how to reload it, the model it is, etc. As his head hurts. At the same time, he starts ripping drywall down and pulling wires out of a light fixture. And he gets a metal bowl and wires like, I'm making my own defibrillator.
Yep.
I gotta reset the head bomb. She's like, what are you talking about? He's like, this is how the gun works. Use it if bad men show up. And then he puts the fucking wires into the water. Bites through 900 tongue depressors as Julia pulls the switch.
Well, he says, I'm going to die if you don't kill me.
Huh? She's like,
She's like,
what?
huh? He's like, just do it. I'm putting 10 tongue depressors in my mouth. And then he bites through all of them as he gets shocked.
Yeah, and he
and
gets
knocked
turned
the
into
fuck
Crank,
out.
dude.
Yeah,
Yeah,
gets
he ate the
cranked.
lightning.
Ah! And he's
So he's dead.
I'm Jason Statham now.
And then Julia sees guys with guns come in, and she crawls over behind cover, and she uses a metal cart as a reflection to see where a badman is, and she just fires off like 14 rounds and reloads because Ethan told her how a gun works and kills the guy.
Unbelievable.
So now Marco Rubio, for some reason, I guess to finish off Ethan Hunt's Nobody Knows, runs in carrying Rabbit's Foot, and Julia he just runs right at her, and she just unloads an entire clip into
just
him.
fucking deletes him
15 rounds
immediately.
to the chest.
She had no attachment to the guy, so he, like every other movie you've ever seen, the bad guy would be like, Ethan, don't kill me. You like me. We're friends. And she just goes,
Sure.
who the fuck is this? Ah! And he goes, damn
Yeah,
it.
some weird guy with gun just
Damn
running
it.
at her, and
Ah.
he drops glass container on ground, but it's fine, it doesn't break. She just goes, damn. And Ethan's just dead, but remember, Julia is a professional organ thief. So she starts doing CPR, which she knows how to do, to bring Ethan back to life as she has tight
Wake
hot
me
girl
up.
shirt with push-up bra and booba hanging out. And so she just does that and then punches the shit out of his chest. And he wakes up with PTSD, almost fucking kills her just on instinct,
Huh.
but holds back.
I know
And
you're
he
Dave in the
sees
mask.
No.
And he sees dead Marco Rubio and the rabbit's foot.
Oh.
He's like, damn, bitch, you do that? You crazy. So they leave a scene of just multiple murders that no police or anything have, like, at all looked into or arrived or anything.
The
They're just
police.
walking down the street as these two white people, the only two white people in China, millions dead. And she's like, all right, dude, for real. What the fuck do you do? And Ethan's like, yeah, man, I'm an international super spy. I work for the Impossible Mission Force.
Unbelievable.
Impossible Mission Force.
Yep.
Like, terrible. Terrible.
What you mean? Come on. This mission could have been possible, but it was impossible mission.
So now we're back in America because they just left. And Brassel, who has been redeemed, is not bad. Is like, hey, thanks, man,
I was never bad.
for all of your cool stuff that you did and us memeing on you. Here's an envelope. We don't see the inside of this envelope. This is also the White House wants to offer you a job. And Ethan's like, eh. Then Ethan goes, hey, what's the rabbit's foot actually? Brassel's like, if you stay, I'll tell you. And he goes, nah,
Okay.
man, I'll send you a postcard. I'm going on my honeymoon. And Julia meets all of Team Ethan. Luther
Yes,
resists
Ethan.
the urge to kill her. And they go on their honeymoon. The movies end. Bam, bam,
Bam, bam, bam, bam,
It's Ethan.
So I can't
It's
believe the
Ethan.
federal government turned on Ethan Hunt to try to invade a Middle Eastern country
Yeah, and then
by
they
using
said,
a false flag bioweapon that also might be a real bioweapon because the one guy said his
Sandy God.
crazy professor was going to make the anti-god, and also there's a bio sticker on it.
Oh, well,
And then they said, hey, the guy who made Incredibles, can you like direct the next one? And he said, yeah, man. So they got Brad Bird for movie 4 to direct it.
Also
Ghost
insane.
Protocol, which I've seen because I recognize the woman in it.
Oh,
Oh.
well, give me your thoughts.
Touchdown.
All right.
All right.
That was a good movie. It was fine, but
So-
it's not as good as the other ones.
Yeah, so here's what I want to point out. I was talking about Ty to this. So Mission Impossible, because I have always heard that 2 is the worst one by far. Right?
Mm-hmm.
And so I decided, where does 3 rank? And I went to many different websites for sources, such as Hollywood Reporter, Men's Health, Rotten Tomatoes, IMDb, and this movie is Mission Impossible 3 is always either the second worst or the third worst, only being beaten. Everyone unanimously says number 2 is the worst movie.
I
And
think you need to see
people
it.
Some people say the first one is the second worst movie. And then basically everywhere else says that Mission Impossible 3 is the second or third worst film of the 8.
That's wild.
Except for, at time of recording, this website called Respect My Region has all Mission Impossible films ranked. And this guy has Mission Impossible 3 as the second best one that exists. Saying, oh my god, I cannot believe I let it go so long without rewatching it. 3 is an electric speedball of unrelenting fury that never lets up.
Oh, okay.
This guy loves Mission Impossible 3.
Well, what's number 1?
Mission Impossible Fallout across
Okay.
every media.
Where's 2 at?
It's the lowest.
No, come on. Nobody likes
also-
John Woo.
This guy also says Mission Impossible 2 is the worst one.
You got to watch 2. Dave, I need your thoughts on 2 cuz it is crazy.
Oh, no, hold on. We're shifting focus of the network again. It's a movie podcast. It's going to be for like 2 months the time you're listening. Then it's a video game review channel. Here's the next bit. We literally cannot do this, a Mission Impossible review cast, and then we're going to tier rank them all at the end.
All right. We go from 3 to 2 to 1. Go back
But
to
speaking of tiers, if we're putting the movies we've watched for this network in tiers, this has to be the second best one other than Borat,
Oh.
right?
Oh, for sure.
Oh, yeah.
I'd wager it probably finishes in that spot.
I'm trying to think of the other movies we watched. We had Silent Hill. We
Silent
had
Hill,
Santa with
the-
Muscles.
Same with Muscles, the Kane movie,
Oh, See No Evil. Oh, God.
The Chaperone,
Oh,
or debut, I think.
yeah.
Yeah.
We've got not The Prestige, whatever the fuck you're gonna watch tonight.
Well, we got Clerks 2 coming out.
Clerks 2.
Yeah. And then
I don't
Pulse.
think I've ever seen Clerks 2. I love Clerks 1. It's one of my favorite.
You may or may not hear a Miami Vice review on this channel because like 7 of us are gonna be on it,
Yeah.
so it might just be completely unlistenable.
Well, that's fun.
Yeah, this is pretty good, I'd say. For what, it's a one of those. If you want big dumb action schlock,
Pirates
here it
2.
Oh, Pirates,
Yeah.
right. It's better
Oh,
than that.
Pirates.
It's much better
Barbosa
than
hit him
that.
with the long eye look at him. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's much better than
Yeah.
Pirates 2. I don't think people are going to agree with me on that, but it's much better than
No.
that.
No.
Editor
it's
Ty,
not, but
throw up the tier list.
That's a fair comparison.
Sweet. Thank you, Editor Ty. Thank
Thanks,
you for all the
Editor
work
Ty.
you do. And then as soon as you hear this, you're probably going to go, eh.
Editor Ty,
I'm gonna shoot you with a hurt.
Editor Ty have the Gears of War Let's
No!
Play. Very smart.
And you've been sponsored, I think. Help, get me out of here. You're going to release the next video, Ty. You're going to get Gears of War 1. Yes.
That means to land nicely.